Hi, I'm Alma, 28, paralegal in Seattle, and until last month, I thought my family was normal. My mom, Sandra, quiet dad, Richard, sister Becca, the golden child, and Nana Rose, who lived with my parents. At Sunday dinner, Mom barely looked up when I mentioned my promotion. That's nice, dear. Becca, tell everyone about your boutique. Becca beamed. It's called Becca's Treasures. Mom and Dad are investing $50,000. $50,000? I asked. That's a huge amount. Mom's eyes flashed. It's an investment in her future. Some of us know how to dream big instead of just taking orders at a law firm. I don't just take orders. I'm a senior paralegal now. Becca is going to be a business owner. Mom cut me off. That takes real vision. Nana Rose squeezed my hand under the table. I'm proud of you, sweetheart. That promotion is wonderful. Thanks, Nana, I whispered. 2 weeks later, Nana called me crying. Alma, can you come over? Don't tell your mother. What's wrong? You sound upset. Just come, please, it's urgent. I arrived within the hour. Nana looked pale, trembling. Your mother demanded I change my will yesterday. She wants me to cut you out completely and leave everything to her. Why would she want that? She said you don't need it, that you're doing fine on your own, and Becca needs help establishing herself. When I refused, she became furious, said I wouldn't be living here much longer if I didn't cooperate. She actually threatened you? Yes, and your father just stood there in the doorway saying nothing. Not one word. What did you tell her? That my will stays as is, split equally between you and Becca. She started yelling, calling me stubborn and ungrateful. Said I didn't appreciate everything they do for me. Nana, I'm so sorry. She's changed, Alma. Ever since Becca started talking about this boutique, Sandra's been obsessed with money. 3 days later, my phone buzzed. We changed the locks and gate code. Don't come by without calling first. I stared at it, reading over and over. Then I called immediately. Mom? What's this text about? Exactly what it says. We need our privacy. Privacy? I'm your daughter. I've come every Sunday for 6 years. Things have changed, Alma. We're focusing on family who appreciate us. What are you talking about? What did I do wrong? You've always been difficult, questioning our decisions, making Becca feel bad about her opportunities. We're tired of it. Is this about Nana's will? Because I had nothing. This is about respect, something you clearly don't have. Your father agrees with me completely. Let me talk to Dad. No. Goodbye, Alma. She hung up. I tried Dad, straight to voicemail. Then I called Becca. Hello? She sounded uncomfortable. Becca, what's going on? Mom just told me I'm not welcome at the house. Yeah, she mentioned that. Look, maybe you should have been more supportive of everyone? Supportive of what? Tell me exactly what I did. You upset Mom? You're always questioning everything, making her feel judged. It's exhausting. I asked one question about funding. That's it. It's more than that, and you know it. Just give everyone some space. Is Nana okay? Can you check on her? She's fine. She's staying at the house. I have to go. Click. Minutes later, Nana called, whispering frantically. Alma? They told me I can't see you anymore. If I contact you, they'll move me to a nursing home. Your mother is standing in my doorway right now. The line went dead. I grabbed my keys and drove straight there. The gate was closed. The old code didn't work. My hands shook as I pressed the intercom. Who is it? Mom's voice crackled through. It's me. Let me in. I told you not to come without calling. I want to see Nana Rose, right now. She doesn't want to see you. Then let her tell me that herself. Leave, Alma, or I'm calling the police for trespassing. I stood staring at that gate. 28 years of being their daughter. And this was how it ended. Locked out by a text message. The next morning, I called my investigator friend, Marcus. Marcus, something's very wrong. They locked me out and they're threatening Nana about her will. That sounds like elder abuse, Marcus said seriously. Document everything and contact her lawyer immediately. Mr. Patterson, the family attorney, saw me that afternoon. Your mother mentioned you might contact me. She claims you're making false accusations. She threatened to put Nana in a nursing home if she doesn't change her will to exclude me completely. His expression shifted. That's serious. Your grandmother came 2 weeks ago. Your mother insisted on being present. Mrs. Rose seemed very uncomfortable, barely spoke. What happened? Your mother pushed hard for immediate will changes. Your grandmother refused. I told them I wouldn't draft documents under duress. Your mother became quite angry, raised her voice. Said she'd find another lawyer who would see reason. Has she found one? I don't know. But if she has and your grandmother is being coerced, that will is invalid. How do I protect Nana? Contact Adult Protective Services. They can investigate, gather any evidence, recordings, texts, witnesses. I filed a report immediately. Caseworker Jennifer Chen called 2 days later. Miss Thornton, I visited your grandmother yesterday. She's physically fine but clearly under emotional distress. She confirmed the pressure about the will and limited contact with you. However, your mother was present during most of our interview. Mom was intimidating her. I suspected as much. I've opened a formal investigation. We'll be doing surprise visits and interviewing your grandmother separately. Send me that phone recording. It'll be crucial. I reached out to everyone. Nana's friend Dorothy met me at a coffee shop. Rose hasn't been to our book club in 3 weeks, Dorothy said, stirring her tea. Sandra keeps calling with excuses. That Rose is tired, needs rest. But Rose never missed meetings before. Have you tried calling her? I did once. Your mother answered Rose's phone and told me to stop bothering her. She was very hostile, said I was interfering in family matters. Can you document every time you try to reach her? Of course. This is terrible, Alma. My cousin Jason called that evening. Alma, I heard what's happening. I tried visiting Nana last weekend. Your mom wouldn't let me see her either. What did she say? That the family was dealing with internal issues, and outsiders weren't welcome. When I said I'm family too, she told me anyone who sides with you is against them. Can you testify about what happened? Absolutely. Whatever you need. I decided to confront Mom directly, putting her on speaker with Marcus listening and recording. What do you want, Alma? Mom's voice was sharp. I want to see Nana. I have a right to see my grandmother. You have no rights here. This is our house. This is Marcus Reed, private investigator. Marcus interjected. Your daughter hired me. You're currently being investigated by Adult Protective Services for elder abuse. Long pause. You hired an investigator? Against your own family? You locked me out and you're isolating Nana, I said. What did you expect? Your grandmother is fine. She doesn't want to see you. Then put her on the phone right now and let her tell me that. No, I'm not doing that. Did you find a new lawyer? Marcus asked calmly. One who doesn't care about coercion? That's none of your business. Actually, it is. If you're forcing Mrs. Rose to sign documents against her will, that's financial exploitation of a vulnerable adult. It's a crime. And I'm recording this conversation. In Washington, that's legal with one-party consent. Mom's breathing became heavy. You little... Careful, Marcus warned. Everything you say is being documented. She hung up. Within an hour, angry texts flooded in. From Becca. How dare you harass Mom and Dad? You're tearing this family apart. From Dad. Your mother is very upset. This needs to stop. From Mom. You want war? You'll get war. Don't ever contact us again. She's panicking, Marcus said, reading over my shoulder. That's good. Panicked people make mistakes. Jennifer called 3 days later. Alma, we did a surprise visit this morning. Your grandmother requested to speak with you. Can you come to your parents' house in 1 hour? I'll be there to supervise. My heart raced. She asked for me? She did. Your mother is not happy, but she can't refuse. I'll make sure you're able to talk to Nana privately. When I arrived, the gate stood open. Mom waited at the door, arms crossed, face red. This is harassment. Pure harassment. This is a state-mandated wellness check, Jennifer said firmly. Mrs. Rose has the legal right to see her granddaughter. For 15 minutes, that's it. I'll determine the duration. Step aside, please. Nana Rose sat in the living room, looking thin and pale. When she saw me, tears spilled down her cheeks. Alma, oh, sweetheart. I rushed over and hugged her. Nana, I've been so worried. I know, I'm sorry. They took my phone. They've been watching me constantly. That's not true, Mom interjected sharply. Mother is being dramatic. Mrs. Thornton, step outside right now, Jennifer ordered. This is a private conversation. This is my house, and this is my investigation. Outside. Now! Mom's face turned red, but she left, slamming the door. Dad and Becca followed. Nana, tell me everything. After I talked to you, Sandra took my phone, said I was upsetting everyone. Then she brought a new lawyer here, some young man with papers already drawn up. Did you sign? No, I refused. So Sandra showed me pictures of a nursing home, small rooms, shared bathrooms. Terrible. She said that's where uncooperative mothers end up. If I changed my will, I could stay here. If not, I'd be in that place within a week. That's coercion, Jennifer noted, writing rapidly. Mrs. Rose, do you want to leave this house? Yes, please. I want to live with Alma. The door burst open. Mom stormed in with Dad and Becca. What lies are you telling her? She's telling me the truth. I stood up. About the threats, the lawyer, the nursing home. We were showing her options. You said I'd rot there. Nana's voice was strong now. Dad spoke up, looking shocked. Sandra, you actually said that? Don't you start, Richard. You agreed with everything. I agreed to encourage fairness, not threaten her. Fair? Alma doesn't need the money. She has her career. Becca needs that inheritance. Becca is 24, I said. She's had every advantage. You've given her everything while treating me like nothing. Because you're difficult. Always questioning, always judging. Becca is sweet and grateful. Mom, maybe we should calm down, Becca tried. Don't you dare side with her. After everything I've done for your boutique, none of that matters if this witch gets half of Mother's estate. You just called me a witch? You hired investigators, called social services. You're ungrateful and spiteful. I'm protecting Nana from you. She's my mother, mine. You have no right. I have every right. Mom lunged forward and shoved me hard. I stumbled into Jennifer. Mrs. Thornton, that's assault, Jennifer said sharply. I'm calling the police. I barely touched her. You physically attacked someone in front of a state official. That's a crime. Get out, all of you. Gladly, Nana said, standing. Alma, take me home. Mother, you cannot leave. Watch me. If you walk out, I'll contest the will. I'll tie everything up for years. 2 officers arrived within minutes. They took statements. Ma'am, we're placing you under arrest for simple assault, one officer said. She's ruining my family. As they led Mom out in handcuffs, she turned back with pure hatred. This isn't over, Alma. I'll destroy you. I already wasn't welcome. You made that clear when you changed the locks. Mom was charged with assault and released on bail. But the investigation into elder abuse was just beginning. The new lawyer Mom had hired, Thomas Wu, came forward voluntarily. He looked nervous. I had no idea there was coercion, Thomas said. Mrs. Thornton seemed professional. Did you meet my grandmother? I asked. Yes, once. But Mrs. Thornton was present the entire time. Mrs. Rose barely spoke, seemed uncomfortable. The new will left everything to Mrs. Thornton with no binding requirement to share with you. Once she inherited, she could do whatever she wanted. Did Nana sign? No. She kept hesitating. Mrs. Thornton became angry. She called later and said she'd find a lawyer who was more efficient. I should have reported it. I'm sorry. His testimony became crucial. Combined with Jennifer's report, Dorothy's documentation, Jason's statement, and the recording, we had a solid case. The prosecutor reached out. Given the circumstances, we'd like to offer your mother a plea deal, probation, anger management, and a restraining order keeping her away from Mrs. Rose for 1 year. What about the elder abuse investigation? That's civil, not criminal, but the evidence supports a case for financial exploitation if you pursue it. I want her held accountable. Your grandmother would need to press charges. Is she willing? I discussed it with Nana that evening. She'd been living with me for 2 weeks. I don't want to send my daughter to prison, she said softly. But I need her to understand what she did was wrong. She won't understand unless there are consequences, Nana. Then let's do it. For every older person who gets treated this way. We filed a civil suit for attempted financial exploitation. Mom's lawyer tried negotiating. Mrs. Thornton is willing to drop everything if Mrs. Rose agrees to split the inheritance equally. No, I said firmly. You won't even consider it? This isn't about money. This is about my mother thinking she can bully her way to getting what she wants. Nana's will stays exactly as it is. Her decision, not Mom's. Mrs. Thornton is willing to apologize. I don't want her apology. Apologies mean nothing when they come with conditions attached. The case took 4 months. Mom tried everything. She sent emails begging forgiveness. She had Becca call crying. Alma, please, Becca sobbed. Mom's a mess. Dad's a mess. Can't we work this out? Did she tell you what she really did? That she threatened to put Nana in a terrible nursing home? She said there was a misunderstanding. It wasn't a misunderstanding, Becca. She tried to steal Nana's inheritance by terrorizing her. But she's our mom. And I'm your sister. She threw me away when I stopped being useful. Where were you when she changed the locks? Silence. That's what I thought. You benefited, so you stayed quiet. That's not fair. None of this is fair. But I'm not backing down. The case concluded with a settlement. Mom admitted to coercion and agreed to pay damages. She signed an agreement acknowledging Nana's original will would stand without contest. The judge added mandatory counseling and a permanent restraining order from Nana. After the hearing, Mom approached me in the hallway. Are you happy now? You've destroyed your family. I protected my grandmother. I'm your mother. I gave you life. You owe me. I don't owe you anything. Not after you locked me out. I was upset. People say things when they're upset. You didn't just say things. You isolated Nana. You threatened her. You hired a lawyer to steal her assets. I would have made things fair eventually. To give everything to Becca? Yeah, I figured. She stepped closer. If you drop this restraining order, we can start over. Be a family again. No, we can't. I'm sorry. I made mistakes, but family forgives. Family doesn't threaten nursing homes. Family doesn't change locks. Family doesn't assault their children. I'll do anything to make this right. There's nothing you can do. You showed me who you are when you thought you'd get away with it. You're heartless. No, I'm done. There's a difference. 6 months later, I sat with Nana, Marcus, Dorothy, and Jason at dinner in my apartment. How are you doing, really? Marcus asked. Better. I feel lighter. Like a weight is gone. You did the right thing, Dorothy said, patting my hand. Nana squeezed my other hand. I'm so proud of you. You stood up for what was right even when it was hard. Jason raised his glass. To Alma, for having the guts to stand up and not back down. Later, Marcus pulled me aside. You should know, your mom tried hiring investigators to dig up dirt on you. She reached out to at least 5 that I know of. No one would take the case. They could all see what really happened. She really can't let it go. That's her problem now, not yours. He was right. I'd spent too much of my life trying to meet impossible standards. My phone buzzed, an alert from my YouTube channel. I'd started posting about my experience, sharing red flags of family financial abuse. The comments were always full of similar stories. One comment read, My mom did exactly the same thing to my grandmother. Seeing your story gave me the courage to finally report it. Thank you so much. I smiled. Something good had come from this after all. What would you do if your own family locked you out and tried to steal from a vulnerable loved one? Would you fight back through legal channels or just walk away? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more true stories about standing up to family betrayal.